Welcome back, basketball fans, to another massive deep dive into the absolute most intriguing storylines happening across the National Basketball Association right now. Before we get into this incredible topic, I want to quickly invite all of our amazing subscribers to consider becoming an official channel member. By hitting that join button down below, you directly help support the production of these deep dive videos and allow us to keep bringing you the absolute best basketball content on the platform every single week. Now let us dive right in, because today we have a topic that is sending absolute shockwaves through the sports media landscape, because a seismic shift in the most valuable player narrative just took place, and it originated from the absolute most unlikely of sources. Picture the historic scene in Los Angeles, California, at the Crypto.com arena, where the Boston Celtics just absolutely dismantled the Los Angeles Lakers in a stunning 111-89 blowout victory on their own home floor. However, the final score of that game is not the biggest story here today, because the truly monumental story is what actually happened during the flow of the game, and exactly what was said in the locker room immediately after the final buzzer sounded. In the fourth quarter of that blowout, as Boston Celtics superstar forward Jaylen Brown stepped to the free throw line to shoot his foul shot, something truly incredible and almost unprecedented happened. The arena, which is historically a hostile fortress for the purple and gold faithful, was suddenly completely filled with echoing MVP chants raining down for a Boston Celtic. It is one thing to get those kinds of MVP chants in the friendly confines of the TD Garden back in Massachusetts, but getting them on the road against your biggest historic rival in their own building is a completely different level of respect and dominance. But the most fascinating part of this entire situation is that those traveling and local Celtics fans were not the only ones demanding absolute respect for Jaylen Brown in the highly debated race for the NBA Most Valuable Player award. None other than Los Angeles Lakers superstar LeBron James, who is a four-time MVP winner himself and arguably the greatest basketball player to ever step foot on a hardwood court, decided to completely say the quiet part out loud and directly call out the national sports media for blatantly ignoring what Jaylen Brown is accomplishing this season. Sitting in the Lakers' locker room after suffering that massive defeat, LeBron made his stance crystal clear, telling the gathered reporters that he simply does not understand why Jaylen Brown and his incredible performances are not getting talked about in the primary MVP discussions. LeBron brilliantly pointed out that absolutely nobody in the national media gave Jaylen Brown a real shot to carry this Celtics team at the start of the season, and yet here he is dominating the league and averaging nearly 30 points per game on a nightly basis. LeBron then dropped a massive truth bomb on the entire basketball world by flat-out calling the MVP award a popularity contest sometimes. Coming directly from a guy who has been at the absolute center of the MVP debate for over 2 straight decades and who has personally experienced the fatigue of media narratives, those specific words carry absolute undeniable weight. When LeBron James speaks, the entire basketball world stops and listens, and his glowing endorsement of Jaylen Brown is forcefully making everyone wake up and finally look closely at the statistical reality of this season. And when you actually look at those numbers, they are absolutely staggering by every conceivable metric. In his 10th year in the professional ranks, Jaylen Brown has become the undeniable driving force behind the wildly unexpected and massive regular season success of the Boston Celtics. He is currently averaging an incredible 29.2 points, along with 7 solid rebounds and just under 5 assists per game, acting as a complete offensive hub for head coach Joe Mazzulla. Furthermore, he is doing all of this volume scoring while shooting an incredibly efficient 48.1% from the field overall and a highly respectable 34.4% from beyond the three-point arc. But true basketball minds and dedicated analysts know perfectly well that Jaylen Brown is not just a statistical phenomenon on the offensive side of the floor. He has been telling anyone who will point a microphone in his direction all season long that he firmly believes he is the best two-way player in the entire world. And when the media reporters relayed the high praise coming from LeBron James directly to Brown after the game, he humbly but confidently doubled down on that exact sentiment. He stated plainly that he truly feels he is the absolute best two-way player on the planet right now, but he also expressed deep, genuine gratitude for the legendary cosign. He told the press that it was an absolute honor for someone like LeBron James, who is unquestionably arguably the greatest player to ever play the game of basketball, to give him that kind of high praise on a public platform. Brown, completely humbled by the moment, added that he wakes up every single morning feeling incredibly grateful and humbled for the amazing position he is currently in, and that he simply tries his hardest to put his best foot forward every single day he steps into the practice facility or onto the game floor. This exact relentless focused mindset is precisely what has completely transformed him from a raw athletic draft prospect coming out of college into a polished, absolute, undeniable superstar at the highest level of the sport. Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla has been watching this physical and mental transformation up close and personal, and he offered his own incredible words of praise for his star forward following the massive road victory in Los Angeles. Mazzulla meticulously explained to the media that Jaylen Brown is the exact kind of rare player who genuinely relishes the grueling hidden process of getting 1% better every single day, regardless of what that difficult process actually looks like behind closed doors. According to the brilliant strategic mind of Joe Mazzulla, the only thing Jaylen Brown truly cares about at the end of the day is winning basketball games for the city of Boston. He praised Brown heavily for his elite basketball intelligence, noting specifically that he really knows the game. He deeply understands the complex dynamics of the league. He knows exactly what it takes to win at a championship level, and perhaps more importantly than anything else, he knows exactly what does not win in this modern era of basketball. This relentless obsessive work ethic and meticulous attention to the smallest details have clearly paid off in a massive way for the veteran forward this year. Just a week ago, Jaylen Brown rightfully earned his 5th career All-Star selection, and incredibly given his long track record of success, it was his very first time officially being voted in as a full-time starter for the prestigious exhibition game. This milestone selection proves undeniably that the fans, the opposing players, and the critical media members are finally starting to truly appreciate the elite, unyielding level of two-way impact he brings to the court on a nightly basis in front of millions of viewers. But the profound connection of mutual respect between Jaylen Brown and LeBron James actually goes much deeper than just this recent post-game endorsement in the Lakers' locker room. During his media availability, Brown shared a truly incredible, heartwarming anecdote about a private conversation he had with LeBron James nearly a full decade ago. The story takes us all the way back to the calendar year 2016 during Jaylen Brown's highly scrutinized rookie season when he was just trying to find his footing in a league dominated by grown men. Brown was making his very first career start in the National Basketball Association, and he ended up having a really fantastic breakout game. After that specific matchup concluded, LeBron James purposely pulled the young, highly touted rookie aside and directly told him that he saw genuine perennial all-star potential inside of him. Fast forward a full 10 years to just last week at the brand new Inuit Dome in California, where they were both proudly suiting up for the mid-season All-Star Game festivities. It was a milestone 5th appearance for Jaylen Brown and a mind-boggling record-setting 22nd appearance for the ageless wonder LeBron James. Brown revealed to the reporters that the two superstars actually took a quiet moment to reminisce about that decade-old conversation from his rookie year. Brown eagerly asked LeBron if he actually remembered what he had said to him 10 years ago, and LeBron immediately smiled warmly, replying that of course he remembered, and that he is not surprised in the slightest by anything Brown is currently accomplishing on the floor right now. LeBron then offered some more incredibly valuable veteran wisdom to the Celtics star, telling Jaylen to just keep his head down, keep proving all the doubting people wrong, keep doing exactly what he has to do to be great, and keep fiercely leading his team, because eventually the entire world will be forced to sit up and take notice of his greatness. And taking notice is exactly what the entire basketball world is doing right at this very moment. Whether or not Jaylen Brown actually takes home the highly coveted MVP trophy at the end of the regular season will not ultimately define this incredible historic year for him or his legacy. He has already definitively proven to every single critic that he can act as the primary engine to lead a championship contending team. He has rightfully earned the ultimate unwavering respect of his peers, including the greatest legendary players of this current generation, and barring some unforeseen medical catastrophe, he is an absolute total lock for a highly prestigious All-NBA selection when the voting concludes. He is rapidly cementing his lasting legacy as one of the truly great Boston Celtics players of this modern era, and he is doing it entirely his own unique way through grueling hard work, elite two-way play, and an absolute unwavering belief in his own personal abilities. The national media talking heads might continue to treat the MVP race like a high school popularity contest, but the actual professional players sweating on the court know exactly who the real terrifying threats are in this league. Jaylen Brown has forcefully put the entire association on notice, and with LeBron James officially publicly co-signing his undeniable greatness, it is only a matter of time before the MVP voters are completely forced to confront the harsh reality of his two-way dominance. What do you guys out there think about LeBron James aggressively calling out the MVP voters and throwing his full endorsement behind Jaylen Brown for the award? Do you agree with the king that the prestigious award has sadly become a media-driven popularity contest, and do you firmly believe that Jaylen Brown is truly the single best two-way player in the entire world right now? Please head down into the comment section and let me know all of your nuanced thoughts, opinions, and bold predictions, because I absolutely love reading through your perspectives and sparking these major league-wide debates within our passionate community. If you thoroughly enjoyed this massive deep dive video and you want to stay completely up to date on all the absolute latest NBA news, intense rumors, and high-level tactical deep dive analysis, please do me a massive personal favor and hit that subscribe button right now to officially join the channel community. We are constantly bringing you high-quality, deeply researched basketball content all week long, and we would absolutely love to have you on board as we push toward the playoffs. Also, please be sure to smash that like button on the video if you truly appreciate the detailed breakdown, and absolutely do not forget to click the little notification bell icon and turn on all alerts so you never ever miss an upload when we drop brand new exciting content for you to enjoy. Thank you so much for taking the valuable time out of your day to watch this deep dive, and I will eagerly see all of you in the very next one.